Hey, it's Rachel Cooke, your modern mentor, and today's episode is an ode to the daily walk. Rain or shine, I take one every day. It's air and it's space, but it's also a key driver of my personal success. Today, I offer you 6 ways you might use a daily walk to your own advantage. In my line of work, each day looks totally different. Some days may be all meetings, others all research, and other days are spent with clients. And then there is the pile of everything else that it takes to keep a business running. The guts of my days don't offer much consistency, so I create my own with a handful of non-negotiable daily practices. For me, it's bulletproof coffee, time with my bullet journal, a workout, and my daily walk. Whatever else may be screaming for my attention, these are my untouchables. You may grimace at the thought of butter in your coffee. This one took me a minute to get used to as well. Or you may prefer one of a million different planners out there. But if you're looking to add something to your day that will inch you further into your zone of success, you may want to consider a daily walking practice. Here are 6 ways I use mine to keep me winning. First, I use it as a mental break. Whether preparing to deliver a tough client message, researching a complex challenge, or just juggling too many things at once, my instinct is always to push through. In this sense, my instinct is usually wrong. Whether preparing to deliver a tough client message, researching a complex challenge, or just juggling too many things at once, my instinct is always to push through. In this case, my instinct is usually wrong. I've learned that when the dial gets turned up to 11 for me, the mental break of a walk, a few minutes just to clear my head and refuel my tank, is exactly what I need to make that creative break. I always come back to my desk more ready than I was before to get the hard thing done. Number 2, it improves stamina. Doing what I do, supporting clients, running my business, staying connected to my kids, takes boatloads of energy. I can't do it with an empty tank. So that daily walk is not only an opportunity for a mental recharge, but it's part of what keeps my body strong and my stamina up. Ironically, I've learned that running a 90-minute session on Zoom can be more energy depleting than running an 8-hour in-person session. It's a totally different energy drain. But I need to keep mine high, and the walks really help. I return to my desk feeling stronger, tougher, and like I'm in control of my day, rather than a slave to it. Number 3, it provides me a rehearsal space. I use my walking time to practice anything giving me pause or anxiety. I pop in my headphones so I look like I'm on the phone, and I use my walking time to practice difficult conversations, upcoming presentations, or an anticipated coaching moment that may be hard to deliver. Can I rehearse these things at my desk? Sure, but I find the combination of working my mind while I'm moving my body leaves me freer to experiment with the approach I'm ultimately going to take. Number 4, it boosts my sense of achievement. Every day, take a walk lives on my to-do list, and every evening it's crossed off. No matter what else comes up or what ball I may drop, and yes, I am an occasional ball dropper, taking that walk is a promise I make and keep. Saying you're going to do something and then doing it increases your self-efficacy, your trust and belief in yourself that you'll do what you committed. And it becomes a virtuous cycle. The more promises you make and keep, the more promises you keep making and keeping. So my daily walk is a way of keeping myself honest, of reminding myself that I keep the promises I make. I love that feeling. Next, it improves self-care. Some days it just feels like everyone needs me. Clients, kids, parents, the paparazzi. Okay, not the paparazzi. That one is a bit aspirational. But I feel like I'm being pulled in a million different directions. We all feel that way sometimes. My walking time is my me time. It's a window in which I give myself permission to focus only on me and what I need in that moment. Sometimes it's deep breathing and being in nature. Sometimes it's listening to music or catching up on a beloved podcast. Sometimes it's chatting with a friend. I never feel guilty or apologize for how I spend this time. It's mine, and I protect it fiercely. And in return, it protects me too, from burnout, overwhelm, and the risk of screaming something unforgivable at a kid. And finally, it offers an opportunity for learning. I do my best learning while walking. As a kid, I did well in school. I'd sit through lectures, read the textbooks, and review my notes over and over and over. But as an adult, I've learned, largely by accident, that I absorb information so much more effectively if I consume it while I'm moving. And yes, there is scientific evidence to support this assertion. So when I'm not rehearsing a presentation or chatting to a friend, I'm often listening to an audiobook or a podcast on business development strategies or copywriting or a multitude of things I'm still learning to do more effectively. And there you have it. Have I managed to convince you that a daily walking practice may just be worth your while? If you use your walk to achieve something different, I'd love to hear all about it. Have a question I can answer? Check out all the links in my bio for ways you can reach me. You can also visit my website at leadabovenoise.com or follow me on the Modern Mentor podcast page on LinkedIn, where I share exclusive tips, videos, and musings. Join me next week for an interview on the power of essentialism with the amazing Greg McEwen. Until then, thanks for listening and have a successful week.